Does anybody know or have the time? Does anybody know that girl of mine? Has anybody seen her? Has she gone away? If anybody talked to her, please send her my way. Yeah, yeah. Now I heard that she was hanging around with some other lover on this end of town. Or maybe it's a rumor. Maybe it's a rumor. People telling a lie. No, maybe she's not with some other guy. I gotta know right away, 'cause I can't spend another day. Yeah. Does anybody know? Does anybody know where my baby is? Where my baby is? Does anybody know? Does anybody know where my baby is? Yeah, yeah. Angel of mercy, could you come on down? Sit yourself beside me on my humble ground. Oh, I'm gonna ask a question, and I need you to say, you're gonna bring her back to me now by the end of the day. Please, please, gotta know right away, 'cause I can't spend another day. Does anybody know? Does anybody know where my baby is? Where my baby is? Does anybody know? Does anybody know where my baby is? Does anybody know? Oh, does anybody know where my baby is? Where my baby is? Does anybody know? Lord, does anybody know where my baby is? Na 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Yeah, yeah. Na 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 na.
Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí. Aquí es bonito está el cielo que a mí me tapa. Y esa brisa de diciembre que entra por la casa. Qué sabrosa es la sal del mar de mi playa. Que aunque no tiene tren, su sierra es nevada.
Donde me pega el sol en la piel, de los sueños que nunca desperté, la de la foto en el atardecer, y ahora regreso pa' volverte a ver.
De la esquina del barrio bailando en la fiesta.
Oye, Lee, me invita.
Donde todo el mundo con la puerta abierta. No hay invierno ni primavera.
Es verano la vida entera.
Cuando el mango se cae en la casa floresta.
Un bañito de lluvia, una fruta fresca. ¿Quién quiere mango, biche y raspado con cola? Aquí todas las tristezas se van con las olas. Yo crecí viendo el atardecer como nunca los he vuelto a ver, y aprendí a ser feliz viviendo en el ahora. Porque el Caribe se envuelve en mi ser, y si es posible volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, su color y su aroma.
Y en una esquina del barrio bailando champeta, comiendo butifarra hasta que amanezca. No hay invierno
primaria y el mundo no era lo mismo lejos de allí. Y aunque lo quiso el destino, yo lo he burlado, nunca me fui. No importa dónde estuviera, no importa con quién estaba, no importa lo que pasara, yo era de aquí.
Se envuelve en mi ser, y si tuviera que volver a nacer, escogería este lugar, escogería aquí y ahora. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí. Yo soy de aquí, yo soy de aquí. Aquí nací, aquí crecí.
From Sacramento, California, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Colorado Rockies taking on the Athletics. First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound for the A's in this one, Jeffrey Springs. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy, no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you know, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
First pitch, 12:05.
Down, ball.
Here we go, 2-0.
Hook.
That one ripped left field. That's got a chance. And off the base of the wall. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. And it's second.
Ball, that's down.
And another ball. That one drilled left field. Carrying well. Long gone. That one felt good. And the Rockies jump in front. It's 2-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Now. There's a strike.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch. Oh-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That's the ball. Outside.
Now all even up. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Hunter Goodman stands in here, takes ball one low. That one well upstairs, and the count is 2-0. Just missed.
Ball.
And it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
That swing is all about confidence. Sitting pretty with a 3-0 count and using it to your advantage instead of wasting what turned out to be a good opportunity. A great job of hitting, and the result is a single. Good stuff.
Ball.
That's too low. Ball one. Man at first, one away. And this one squirts away from the catcher. The throw into second. Save. He beats it. And now a man into scoring position.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Here's a 2-0. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
That's a base hit. Throw comes into third, and they're at the corners with only one out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And here is Cole Carey.
That's the ball. Two on, one out.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. He's got it. Runner tagging and heading for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and they take a 3-run lead.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
No, ball.
Tovar off of first with 2 away. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one ripped left field. Carrying well. Out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a pair. It's 5-zip.
With this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So 2 down. Next to hit for the Rockies, Troy Johnston. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle, and that extends the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. The flip, pretty nice play there. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and the lead is now 5-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill, Jaden Hill. What do you have on him?
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Digging in, Lawrence
the leadoff
Butler.
hitter this afternoon, right fielder, number 4, Lawrence Butler.
In the dirt, and that's ball 1.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
Smoked on the ground, a second. Castro sends it to first. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. And time now to check out the A's lineup. Saying they got their work cut out for them, down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization, and go out there and move the line. If you do that, you're going to score some runs. Maybe you don't win this ball game, but at least you have some momentum to carry into the next one.
The 1-0.
That's the ball.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
A sliding stop. Throw to first, and they get the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
Two down, bases empty. Now the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Batting over 300 so far this month.
That's down. That's the ball.
Two down, nobody on. Just
Ball
missed.
high.
The middle of the base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Batting fourth, designated hitter.
That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat, and I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
A little bit low. Ball one. Soderstrom off of first with two away. This one in the air, center field. Perry moving under it, and the inning is over. The A's strand one. It's 5-0. Top of the second. Here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Willie Castro.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
The lefty, the 1-0. Just missed. And another ball. Three-0 down. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air, left center field. This one's got a chance. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add to their lead. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Some guys actually don't like swinging 3-0 because they feel like they get a little too quick in anticipation. Well, this guy obviously does. He stayed back. Nice drive from the backside and a really good swing through the zone.
Ripped to short. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
Colorado, first baseman T.J. Rumfield.
And now the first baseman, he's 0 for 1.
Here we go, Jeffrey. No, that's down. Ball.
And the 1-0.
That's a ball low.
That's a little bit low. One out, bases empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Right through there for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
And that one hammered. This one's got a chance. Get out of town. Second home run of the inning for them. And they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0.
Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it, carried out nicely.
That's the ball.
Well, the
No,
good thing
that's
so
down.
far
Ball.
is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Next offering is down low. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. It's got a chance. And it is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
One down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Up the middle, jumps, throws, nicely done for the out.
Up next for Colorado, center fielder Cole Garrett.
Puts a bunt down. And he just beats him to the bag, gets the out. He wins the foot race there. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Rockies 8 and the A's 0.
Yeah, I'm in the city going cray cray. Finna act a fool like it's payday. Haters in my vision, better lay low.
Bottom half of inning number 2. Leading off, Zach Geloff.
Baseman, Zach Geloff.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. Next pitch is downstairs. Up the middle. The sliding play it short to first. And it beats him. What a play.
Batting 6, catcher Jonah Hyde.
A great sliding stop. I think we need a breakdown from StatCast to fully appreciate the difficulty of that play.
Yeah, Boog, these numbers show how good of a play it actually was. And that sliding catch was difficult enough, and somehow he still managed a great throw to first. What a play.
No, that's low. Ball.
The 1-0.
Ball.
And another ball. Hit hard, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball.
Third
That is a
baseman,
scary one.
Max
Watch your lips.
Muncy.
Now the third baseman, Max Muncy. Pitch kicks away. And the runner stays where he is. The 1-0. Down low, it kicks away. Runner stays where he is, but the count moves to 2-0. Here's a 2-0. And downstairs. Center field. And there's two away.
Batting 8th, first baseman Jeff McNeil.
That's the ball.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Heim, the runner at first with two gone. That one
No, that's down.
misses,
Ball.
and that's ball 3. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 8-2.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now here is Alika Williams. Two down, nobody on.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Next offering is down low. Ball 3. What a stop. Over to first. What a play. Inning over. The A's with a 2-run blast. And this is now an 8-2 ball game. On to the third inning. Here's the third baseman, Kyle Carroll.
Well, these Rockies doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
That one missed. Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for Colorado, left fielder
Tough
Troy
game for him so
Johnston.
far, Boog. Another hit, and they've just been knocking him around through the first 2+. He's got to get things back on track. Maybe junk a pitch that isn't working, or he might not last much longer.
Trying to move him over here. Over to McNeil. One pitch and one out.
Up next for Colorado, catcher Braxton Fulford.
So now with one away and a man at second, Braxton Fulford digging in for the Rockies.
That's a ball.
The lefty, the 1-0.
That's a ball.
One out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Just
No, that
missed.
missed. That's the ball.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying, and it's gone. He'll take a jog around the bases, and they add a couple more. It's 10-2.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. There's the strike. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out, runner at second. Tyler Freeman digging in for the Rockies. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first in time.
Up next,
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Puts a bunt down. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Up next for Colorado, the designated hitter, Hunter Goodman.
Man at first, Hunter Goodman now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. Gets the bunt down the right side, and that's foul. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he homered earlier in the game, but showing no fear on the mound so far in this at-bat. He's just attacking the strike zone.
Here's a 1-2. That one upstairs.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Goes down looking. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rockies 11 and the A's 2. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler.
Here.
The 0-1.
Ball.
There's a strike at the knees. This one in the air, center field. Perry under it. One down.
Up next for the A's, center fielder, Nick Hurt.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Ball 1 there.
Ball.
That misses the zone, and the count 2-1. Next offering upstairs. To right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. A gigantic blast. and they cut into the deficit.
Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? A really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So up next, Tyler Soderstrom picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see pitching change in this spot. Jaden Hill gives way. Not what they were hoping for from the opener, so we'll see a new arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
Tomoyuki Sagano taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Ball low.
And the 1-0. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. That one missed. Here's a 3-0. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Perry on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Up next,
2 down.
for the A's, designated hitter, Colby Thomas.
Look how far he had to go that time. What an amazing catch.
He believes that he can get to everything, and that attitude allows the speed to play in well enough for him to run down balls that guys would just play off the hop.
Thomas batting in the cleanup spot, and he was a third-round pick in 2022. Two down, nobody on.
Hey, ha! Oh, that's low. That's a ball.
Just
Ball,
missed.
that's high.
There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they cut into the deficit.
If there's a most predictable count to get a fastball, it's still 3 balls and 1 strike. I'll tell you what, that hitter was ready for it. He got his pitch, and he absolutely unloaded on it.
So 2 down, Zach Geller digs in now. Grounded out his first time up. The 1-0.
Ball.
that's well struck back there. Going gone. They go back to back, and they cut into the deficit.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and I have that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
That's low. That's a ball.
The 1-0. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The 1-1. And there's a ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That one not close. 3-1 now. Out towards right center field. Perry has a beat on it, and that ends the inning. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. 3 innings complete. It's the Rockies 11 and the A's 5.
So talk to me nicely, stand on pins and needles. And Dallas, my gameplay is dangerous and lethal. This Grand Theft Auto San Andreas with Chicos, simply unbeatable. That's just my ethos. Characteristics, I'm love to the Migos. Bougie, I can't speak my lingo, but no, I stay hitting like locos, Doritos. My swag and my
on to the 4th. Well, it's been a fun game for fans who love homers. These teams are teeing off, as we can see from the spray chart.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next.
First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Hee-haw!
And that's in there at the knees. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. He'll take a trot around the bases. And they boost their lead. It's 12-5.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Ball 1 low.
Ball.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Top half of inning number 4.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Next offering is downstairs. Base knock center field. And a man aboard.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
Next for Colorado, Kyle Karros. That one misses, and that is ball one.
Ball.
A little bit low.
Ball.
Carey gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Left field, way back there. That's got a chance. And it's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 14-5.
My goodness, who saw this coming? Defying the odds with his second homer of the game. You know, for a player not known for his power boot, he's making quite the statement with these swings.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
There's the strike. Sets him down looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Line drive, knocks it down.
He's in there.
Up next for Colorado.
So the Rockies lineup turns over. This is Willie Castro. 3 for 3 with a homer and 2 doubles. Late on that fastball. Right through there for a strike. The 0-2. He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
In the air, center field. Kurtz should have this one, and that'll do it.
You know if I say it, then I mean you know who to call when you need it. You say you believe it when you see it. you see it, tell me you believe it. Yeah, like Rick.
Bottom of the fourth, down to third baseman, Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
Right down the chute, and it's 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Ball.
Next pitch way upstairs. Drilled out towards left center field. That one's carrying. And wow, that one is way out of here. He'll touch them all. And they cut into the deficit.
When a hitter's in a 3-1 count, he's going to force that pitcher to come to him, throw him something that he can handle. Well, right there, he got a pitch that he could handle, and he made him pay for it.
That's the ball. That's down.
The 1-1. The A's with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Outside low. They're down 3-1. Up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Up next for the A's, shortstop Alika Williams.
Next up for the A's, Alika Williams. Grounded out his first time.
Down, ball.
And the 1-0.
That's down. That's a ball.
That's a little bit low. .3-0 down. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Johnston takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Up next for the A's, right fielder Lawrence Butler.
That's a ball low.
Just missed. Nick Kurtz would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
2 down, nobody on. That one ripped right center field. That ball's carrying. It's a bomb. Second home run of the inning for him. And they cut into the deficit.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. The 1-0.
No, that's down. Ball.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Here's the strike. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back on this one. And caught on the warning track. Ready now for the fifth inning. Their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
And they've really been peppering left field, as you can see from the graphic right here. Might be time for the defense to slide a bit towards that side. All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're only swinging at pitches inside the zone. Chasing hasn't been an issue at all. Less than 10% of their swings have been at pitches outside the zone. League average right now, somewhere around 30%.
The 2-1 is high. And that one hammered. That's back there. And that ball is out of here. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 15-7.
A surprise performance here. You don't expect this kind of power from him, but he's proven everyone wrong with a multi-home run game.
No, that's down. Ball.
That one's in there. And 1-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one misses. Ball 3. Foul ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Drops a bunt down the first base side. And they put the tag on him for the out.
Up next for Colorado, shortstop Ezekiel Tovar.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Ezekiel Tovar.
Ball, that's low.
And that is downstairs. And now 3-0. Ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw won't get there in time, and he reaches safely.
Just a good job putting the ball in play and then busting down the first base line. Beat the throw pretty easily. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Trying to move him over here.
Foul ball.
And a foul ball. Tovar over at first with 1 away. Out towards right center field. And it falls. The throw in, safe at second.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So in now for Colorado, Kyle Karros. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Two on, 1 out. And that one is downstairs. And now 3-0. Bunted back towards the mound. On to first. Runners advance on a good sac bunt.
Up next for Colorado, left fielder Troy Johnston.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
A bunt, and it's popped up. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
Tyler Soderstrom.
Right through there for a strike. The 1-1. Fastball for a strike.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
And that's downstairs. And the count's full. Payoff pitch. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Out of here. He hammers one out to center. And they cut into the deficit.
The 3-2 count, you've got to be ready to hit at the plate, even if it's a borderline pitch. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. Got to be ready to pull the trigger. He had a great swing on that. They got rewarded for it.
Yeehaw!
The Athletics with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. One now. Right through there for a strike. And a 1-2. That one missed. And a payoff pitch. One burner into the outfield for a knock.
Up next for the
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. Now the 0-1. That one in the dirt and gets away. Thomas into scored position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Man at second. Outside low, 2-1. Fastball for a strike. That one misses, and the count is filled up. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 15-10.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin buried it out of here.
That's
hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were, what, 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. The 1-0.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. Like, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black, and then I got a highlighter. So there is a lot going on. Next one misses. Ball 3.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
In the air to left center. Perry on the move to the alley. And there's one down.
Up next for the A's, third baseman.
Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And a sac bunt here. Flips it in time. Got him.
Up next for the A's, shortstop Alika Williams.
So digging in, Alika Williams. Swinging a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He decides to eat it, and now they have runners at the corners.
Fantastic work running it down. Knowing it was going to be difficult to make any type of play. Nice job of limiting damage in that spot.
Hard hit left side. Inning over, and it could have been worse.
That's right.
Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us.
Do I have to wait for you, honey, before I can say that you're gone? Won't you let me know, yeah? I'm feeling awful state, baby. You said you love me so, but I just don't know how long I can wait. How long do I have to wait for you, honey, before I can say that you're gone?
Braxton
Leading off
Fulford
for the
digging in for the Rockies.
catcher, Braxton Fulford. Now pitching.
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Luis Medina.
Coming on to face the righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Ball.
The 1-0. Medina, a righty that throws with power. 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next pitch, not close, up high. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He has it. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
Here's a 3-0. A sliding stop at short. Throw to first. Got him. Nice play.
Up next for Colorado, second baseman Willie Castro.
Ball. Ball.
In there at the knees, and it's 2-1. That one at the knees for a strike. Here's a 2-2. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance.
For Colorado, right fielder Tyler Freeman.
2 outs, base is empty. Next for Colorado, Tyler Freeman. And there's a base hit to left. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for Colorado, first baseman TJ Rumfield.
Two and 0 to Cal. Here it comes. Way high. Freeman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
First and second, 2 outs. Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies.
Ball.
Two on, 2 outs. So 2 balls and no strikes. next offering upstairs. Ezekiel Tovar up next for the Rockies. .3-0 down. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 18-10.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Ball.
Not close with that one. Ball 2. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Sutter racing over to make the catch. Bottom of the 6th, and now the center fielder, Nick Kurtz.
Center fielder, Nick Kurtz.
Strike one.
I'm impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the bat expands.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 down.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
One down. Colby Thomas up next for the A's. And the 1-0. Nice grab to first. And very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the A's, second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Ball one there.
That's down.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one missed. Now 3-0. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. See you later. gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they cut into the deficit.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with his swing, and he's just not missing on that. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
So 2 down, Jonah Heim up next for the A's. 1 for 3. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. This one in the air, center field. Perry on his way over, brings it in. And that is the third out of the inning. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not in the Hall
in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
That's a ball.
Upstairs. The Rockies up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. This one in the air, center field. 2 down.
Up next for Colorado, left fielder Troy Johnston.
Troy Johnston getting ready to hit. That's too low. Ball 1.
No, that's up.
And another ball. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. And wow, that one is way out of here. A massive home run. And they boost their lead. It's 19-12.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Back to the top of the order. Here's the second baseman, Willie Castro. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the A's bullpen. Luis Medina departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Jose Suarez gets the call from the pen. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Here.
Oh, 1 down.
No, that's down. Ball.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. Tosses to first. That ends the inning.
Leading off for the Athletics, third baseman, Matt Muncy.
Down. Ball.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit.
Well, it looks like we might be underestimating his power just a bit. His teammates might even be surprised at what they're seeing. An unforgettable game for him.
That's down. That's the ball.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the 7th. And that is downstairs. And the count now 2-0. That one is upstairs. Now fly ball to right center. Carey gets under it. And there's one away.
Up next for the A's.
Next up for the A's, Alika Williams.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That one misses. 3-1. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Perry on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Next for the A's, right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
Nope, ball.
Just
No,
missed.
that missed.
Off the mark there, and it's 3-0. Nick Kurtz in the on-deck circle for the A's. Here's a 3-0. Right side, hard hit. Gets it to first. Out number 3. Ready to begin the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, number 2. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. That misses.
No, that's low.
Ball 2. And that skips in the dirt. .3-1 is on the way. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 20-13.
Another one? 2 home runs from a player not typically in the spotlight for power. Man, you've got to soak up these performances because they just don't happen every day.
And ball 1.
That's the ball.
.2-0. Just
Ball,
missed.
that's out.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. Another one. Back-to-back homers. His third home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 21-13.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Hunter Goodman, the next to hit. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one.
That's a ball.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, and we're in the top of the 8th. Here's a 2-0. And another ball.
Down.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. They've hit another. That's his third home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 22-13.
Back-to-back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call a timeout to try to slow down this offense.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Soderstrom flying after this one. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Now, Cole Carey puts a bunt down. Tosses to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for Colorado, third baseman Kyle Carroll.
Trying to move him over here. Slings to first in time.
Up next for Colorado, left fielder Troy Johnston.
Next to hit, Troy Johnston. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Throw into third, tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Well, that right there can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball's gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it because you're already in scoring position. Well, he was sure there, and now he's only 90 feet away from scoring.
The lefty, the 1-0. Two outs with a runner at third. Not even close there. And the count 2-1. That one missed. Right through there for a strike. Hit on the ground to short. Williams. And that is the inning. They explode with 3 solo homers in the inning. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Rockies out front here, 22-13. welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, number 16. That one not close. Ball one.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
Chris, what type of stuff do you look for as a pitcher starts to get tired?
Well, I think velocity is always a good indicator, and you know what kind of swings are the hitters taking. That will tell you a lot.
Reeled in. Hit in the air, right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. His second home run of the game, and they cut into the deficit.
Well, we don't typically expect players to hit multiple home runs in the same game, but we're not talking about just anyone here. Absolutely locked in and continues to cash in with these swings.
That's a hit.
Everything came together for him. They pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So, man aboard, Colby Thomas. Up next for the A's.
Ball, that's down. Ball, that's high.
Two and 0 to count. Here it comes.
Ball.
That's a little bit low. Here's a 3-0. And that one hammered. That's back. And out of here. Second home run of the inning for him. And they cut into the deficit.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this spring. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
No, that's high.
Drilled out towards left center field. Back there. And forget it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 4th home run of the game. And they cut into the lead. It's 22-17.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare, they're so special, and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Now, here is Jonah Heim. Swinging a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. And the hits just keep on coming.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Slice into the lead. It's 22-19. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Drops a bunt down the first base side. In plenty of time to first. One pitch and one out.
Next for the A's, shortstop, Alika Williams.
Gets the bunt down the right side. He'll do it himself, and he's out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Now one missed. Nick Kurtz next to bat for the A's. In for a strike, and now it's 3-2. That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Lays down a bunt to the right side. The underhand flip. Got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. 9th inning coming up. The Rockies have the advantage. 22-19. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now the Rockies catcher, Braxton Fulford.
Nope, ball.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one carrying. Going. Gone! His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 23-19.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. Well, we put a really nice swing on that one. Everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
puts a bunt down. McNeil. And they tag him out.
Up next for Colorado, right fielder Tyler Freeman.
So up next, Tyler Freeman. Bunts it towards the mound. The flip, and they get the out.
Up next for Colorado, first baseman TJ Rumfield.
And now number 7, and a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Two down, nobody on.
Call.
Ball to strike.
That's low. That's a ball.
That one missed. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Jose Suarez won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
number
the
50
A's,
comes on now. He's
50,
pitching on 2 days rest.
Perkins.
The 3-1. And that's in for a strike. Payoff pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
Left fielder, Tyler Soderstrom.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting because of tendencies a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
In the air to left center, Johnston on the move to the gap. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the A's, designated hitter, Colby Thomas.
Hey-ha!
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. One down, base is empty here in the 9th.
That's high. That's a ball.
Pitch misses. 2-2. Struck him out without a swing. The A's down to their final out.
Second baseman, Zach Geloff.
So digging in, Zach Geloff. trying to do what no player has ever done at this level. He's looking for his 5th homer of the game.
I never thought I'd see this moment. I mean, this is unbelievable. This guy gets a chance to hit his 5th home run. Whether he does it or not, this next at bat's a pretty special one.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tomoyuki Sagano out of the game. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
new pitcher
Colorado,
in the game for the Rockies, Antonio Senzatella.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
And he pops up the bunt, and he's got it. Ball game. And the Rockies slug their way to a win in this one.
Today, this team put up video game numbers. Unbelievable, insanely impressive performance, especially in terms of the home runs they hit. Not something you see very often.
High-scoring ball game in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.